Comedy Entertainment. Top 6. Top 6. Brain Scan. An interactive trip to hell. The story is about a kid named Michael, played by Edward Furlong. He sends out for an interactive video game. The game encourages you to be a serial killer, killing in different ways. But he finds out eventually that the killings are real, and the person who's telling him to do all these killings is real too. His name is Trickster. He tells Michael that if he doesn't play the last disc of the game, it will never end. One thing I really enjoyed about this movie was the technology, and how that technology is happening now. Like getting phone calls through your PC, and answering your phone with your voice. Edward Furlong doesn't do the best job acting in this. Trickster is the real star. Do you want a party? Return of the Living Dead is an extremely gory, dark comedy. This movie is about two completely stupid warehouse workers that screw around with an old military container, releases this gas, and the dead rises. One of the warehouse worker has 7 friends waiting in a cemetery next to the warehouse. The zombies attack them first. This movie has become a cult classic because of its excellent soundtrack, great settings, and dark humor. Over the years, they released many sequels, which are pieces of crap compared to this. You should watch this immediately if you have not. Lord of Illusions. I remember standing in front of the theater, looking at this poster, wishing I could watch it, but I was only 14 years old and it was rated R. Now back in 1995, it took about 1 year for a movie to go through its theater run and then eventually hit VHS. Lord of Illusions starred Scott Bakula as a detective trying to find out what happened to a magician when he was killed during one of his acts. This movie has a really good cast, pretty decent special effects, and it was directed by Clive Barker. Night of the Creeps is a 1986 horror comedy directed by Fred Decker. While the main plot of the film is related to zombies, the film also mixes in slasher and alien genres. Night of the Creeps did not perform well at the box office, but over time has developed a cult following. Aliens are invading this small town by sending these really fast gross slugs. If they happen to get into your mouth, you'll turn into a zombie. Watching this movie now in 2016, it shows its age, but it's still scary and gory, and it's worth a watch. Innocent Blood is a 1992 crime comedy horror directed by John Landis. The movie is about a beautiful French vampire who finds herself pitted against vicious mobsters. She attacks the mafia boss and bites him. They try to kill her, but she escapes. He turns into a vampire, and then he turns the rest of his crew into vampires, and with this newfound power, plans to take over every gang in New York. Okay, now things get a little weird here. There's this cop that wants to take down all these mobsters, so he ends up joining forces with this beautiful vampire to kill all these other vampires. It's very weird. And there's a sexual attraction between the cop and the female vampire. Swing! Vamp, starring Grace Jones. About 3 friends trying to find a stripper for a college party. So they borrow a friend's car, go to the crappy side of town to a strip club. That's where they see Grace Jones. She does her seductive, sexy dance. One of the 3 teens goes in the back room to ask if she's willing to strip at their party. That's where the movie kind of turns into a adventure in babysitting. You know, where the gangs are chasing them and they're put in comedic situations. The movie only made $4 million in theaters, and that's pretty much the cost to make it. And that's a shame because this movie has a lot of great moments. There's a TV show out with the same name. You should check it out. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and I have many more videos on my YouTube channel. And videos are added all the time, from mini movies to TV shows to game reviews to movie reviews. I also have another show called What Up where I talk about almost anything. You can follow me on Twitter at dlaps13. That is Twitter at dlaps13. And please subscribe to my channel. I'll have a lot of new videos coming, so please subscribe to my channel right now.